Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is okay with the Hardleg Joe and Mr. RJ. Pulling new cards as we go. So while we play, we'll ever win a game. When all the archetypes and power cards are banned, we feel the pain of 5 points lost in 1,000 duels. But through the fire and misplays, all the chaos drafting days will carry on. And welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos Draft, episode 14? I think we're on 14. Robert,
yes,
do you know?
I'm pretty sure. My deck is named episode 14, so I'm really hoping that's the case.
We're going to assume it's 14 and hope that that's right. And yeah, if you don't know us by now, well, welcome. It's weird that you would jump on at the 14th episode, but you're welcome here anyway. I'm a Hardleg Joe, joined as always by the dimension shifter of Yu-Gi-Tube, the RJB0.
That was where you chose to go tonight.
Yes. I picked a Yu-Gi-Oh card because we're doing Konami ratios for the Chaos Rule.
That's true. I'm the dark beginning one of Yu-Gi-Oh!
But plus, I believe that was a thing going on Twitter right before I came on. A bunch of people were like, Dimension Shifter need to be banned. And I got tagged by several people where they're like, you hate Maxi, you must hate Dimension Shifter too, right? Right? And I'm like, not really. It doesn't have any of the same problems as Maxi, in my opinion, but I'm curious, what do you think of that? Was calling you the Dimension Shifter of Yu-Gi-Oh! An insult?
Probably. I'm not a big fan of lingering floodgates on the whole. I think that they're like a not good space in card design. Because they're the kind of things, they're not like one-time activation things where like after it resolves, you're good. They're not like floodgates where you have the opportunity to remove them from the field in order to make them stop working. They're things that are like one-time activations that if you don't negate that activation, then you can't do anything for the rest of the turn. Or two, or a number of them in the case of things like Eradicator and Deck Devastation Virus.
Yeah.
Just not a big fan of the design concept.
I've been thinking about it. I think I like the idea of lingering effects, specifically because of that. Like, if you think of comparing Dimension Shifter to something like Macrocosmos, right? Yes, you have the ability to destroy a Macrocosmos if you draw the out. I kind of like the idea that, like, no matter what you draw, Shifter is going to be over in one turn. All you gotta do is survive that turn. Now, of course...
But as we see with Maxi, like, one turn makes the entire difference frequently. I don't think there's that much of a distinction between a floodgate that lasts for one turn and a floodgate that lasts until you draw the out. Except with, like, the case of Mystic Mine, where, like, the whole point of the card was to make sure that the duel took a million turns.
To me, I think it really depends on how powerful the floodgate effect is, right? Like, I don't think a lingering, like, skill drain or a lingering, like, the virus cards feel kind of unfair to me. Something that was, like, a lingering, like, Rivalry of Warlords, I don't think would be fair. But I think Dimension Shifter is, like, right on the cusp of, like, this can hurt a lot of decks, but it doesn't completely prevent you from playing, unless you're playing zombies or something. I feel like most decks can at least put up a couple things, or maybe they can make a big play, and then they just have no recovery because all their graveyard's banished.
That's a fair point. I really would like the realm of hand traps to be roughly the equivalent of spot removal back in, like, the pre-Duelist Alliance days. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at its best when both players are playing almost in their entirety during each player's turn. Yeah. And the things you can do during your opponent's, the individual things you can do during your opponent's turn are more powerful than the individual things you can do during your turn, but you have more opportunities to activate them during your turn. I think that's the best design space for Yu-Gi-Oh! To be in.
That I'd agree with. I just want to say as a final note, I think it would be interesting to have more cards like Dimension Shifter that have these lingering effects, but just have them be less impactful. I'm really curious, like, where the line is as far as, like, what's the least useful lingering effect you could still have? Like, would a hand trap that's like, you discard this, both players can only attack with one monster until the end of the next turn? Like, would that be worth playing? Or is that not impactful enough? Because it doesn't stop your opponent from doing anything, it just prevents them from killing you, unless they put 8,000 attack on one dude.
I feel like that probably wouldn't be good enough because, like, Threatening Roar isn't good enough, and I feel like that's a card that's best going first.
Yeah.
But I feel where you're at.
Something like that. I don't know. I have to think about it more. And this is not the space for it. This time, we're here to play Chaos Draft, which if you don't know the rules, go back and watch an old episode. We used to have an intro that said all the rules. Now it's musical and it's happy. I like it. We're going to be jumping in. Jules, put up the ban list real quick. Everyone take a moment, pause the video, check it out. Pretty neat. And then it's into the pack opening space. Alright, here we are, back at it again, opening packs, and with today's Chaos rule, I'm not really sure what we could need, but we'll see. We're just flipping up, we'll just take whatever good stuff, and a second giant Trunade? Don't mind if I do.
Hello, folks! Welcome back to Chaos Draft. This is going to be an interesting week. YGO Pro Deck just came out with a new UI, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get things to work in chronological order for Chaos Draft. Our list that Hardleg and I put together is in chronological order, but when you import it, something gets a little wiggity along the way. I figured out how to sort it alphabetically, but not chronologically. So this week is a little bit weird. We're going to try and get this as chronological as possible, but Jules is only human. Let's see what we can do here. The good news is we did start on Dark Beginning 1, so let's see what we get out of Dark Beginning 1. That's a whole Call of the Haunted. I will take an entire Call of... Do I already have 3 Call of the Haunted? I do not have 3 Call of the Haunted. That's a very nice super rare I will take right now.
The victory is extreme this time, but not here. Do we already have 3 Nanishi? Let's check our Karakuri, shall we? We've got 2, and it's a pretty good tuner. Might as well take the 3rd one. Nothing else here is good.
All right. Dark Side of Dimensions. What do we got? We got a 3rd alternative dragon. That is my 3rd alt, and I will take a 3rd alt.
Epic Dawn. A 4th Graceful Charity? Should I take a 4th one, chat? I already have 3. I can't believe I don't even need another one. I think we take the Morphing Jar because it's a rock. A big-ass rock.
Here's Breakers of Shadow. Fiendish Rhino Warrior is pretty cool, but there's the 2nd Draco face-off. I have re-rolled over and over to try and get this card, but goddamn am I happy to have it now. I will take a 2nd one of these. If we can get 3, then I have a really good reason to run Pendulums.
A Saga of Duelists. Imperial Order. Is this banned? I feel like this is one of those things that is banned or should be banned. Let me double check here. No. No, I don't think we've gotten enough of them for it to be banned. We've banned the one that does traps. I forget the name, the royal whatever. Yeah, we'll take the Imperial Order.
Extreme Force. No. You couldn't have given me another card that's better at the same rare. You couldn't have given me another card that I can justify taking over this one. I can't justify taking anything else.
The duelists have their code. Oh, hey! I'm trying to get a Cybers pile together, and you know what? This is one of the best Cybers monsters. It has its errata, but now we can use that. Hell yeah, Firewall Dragon. Hell yeah. Kaiba's collection of legendary cards includes Delinquent Duo. I think I already have one of those, and I haven't used it. But having 2 of them makes all of them better, right? Because it's more likely to be used? Yeah, we just take the duo. It seems weird that we had to think so long about that, but yeah.
All right, it's time to chase infinity. Whatever that means. Oh, that's a... That's a lot of very good cards. That's a lot of really good cards. That would be our second Jackal King. It's really good. And we already have a Dracosac. My mind has been made up just by that alone. I will take the second Jackal King.
Assault the Ignitions! Oh hey, there's another Link 2 Code Talker. I mean, it got sideways arrows, so it's not the most useful, but it is another Code Talker. And we are working on a Cybers pile, and everything else here sucks, so we're taking it.
All right. Toon Chaos! That's a super magic sword of Raptinus. Isn't this a Gemini support card? That's an okay card. Oh, wait, is that a 3rd Gamma? It is a 3rd Gamma. We're going to take the 3rd Gamma.
Armageddon to the Legend of Battles! Or something. Oh! We got the Dragon Buster Whelp! We got the Buster. This is the one swordsman card we need. It's an ultra rare. It's only in this pack, I believe. Yeah, we're getting that.
All right, Dimension Force. This is one of those packs where I am still looking for a common card. Oh, and look at that. We actually received it for the first time in, like, ever. I'm looking for a card, and I got it. This is Therian Reaper Foom. Now, for those of you who do not know why I have been trying to cope on this card for so long, even after I lost my copy of Regulus, this card is a compulsory evacuation device that's kind of repeatable because you can use it to bounce itself and repeat things. And here is the real thing. This is an Aqua Monster. And an Aqua Monster is very, very good in our Tearlaments deck that we're trying to build because we need it for Kaleidoheart. Let's take a Reaper Foom.
El Dorado. Whoa. Super Dreadnought Cannon Juggernaut Libe. You don't say! Well, that gives me a bit of a difficult choice here. On the one hand, my train game is not great, but I do have 2 Juggernaut Rail Cannons. I do have quite a few level 10 things. Like, especially I have 3 Derricrane, but that's about it. I have 3 Derricrane, I have a Switchyard, I don't have any other level 10s, and it's hard to get the level 10s. But if I can get them out, Libe is just like an OTK machine, and I can stack it on top of the things I already have. On the other hand, Altergeist Multifaker. I already have a Conqueri, a Meluseek, another Multisfaker, a Silquidius, 2 Manifestation, and 2 Hextia. So I'm in pretty good shape if I can get more of these to make like a very solid trap deck that actually makes use of all these. We don't have all the other ones quite, but that definitely helps, and it's a very high thing. Alright, after considering it for probably way longer than I should have, I'm gonna take the Juggernaut Rail Cannon Libe. I have more Earth Machines, it's more likely to work. The Altergeist is very tempting, especially since this is like an ultra rare in the secret packs. But getting the rest of it together is going to be very difficult. So I think we're going to take this one.
Here we are at Battles of Legend. Crystal Revenge. That's another Super Poly. I think that is my 3rd Super Poly. Yeah, Super Poly is very good. Dynatank, I think, is also pretty good. Takes a machine and a monster. Yeah, we're taking Super Poly. Oh, it's the Starlight Super Poly, too. Hell yeah.
When the masters are tactical, no one can survive. We get a 3rd Drolin Lock and put it in the side.
All right, and the last pack, ostensibly, of our main draft before we do rerolls and rolls of sets that came up weirdly in the draft. Let's take on Battle of Chaos. That's a lot of nothing in here. Probably, yeah, I'll take the third Serpent Strike, just to make it even easier for me to get Octo Abyss. All right. Let's add this to the collection, move on with our life.
Finally, revenge of the crystals. The crystals are having their revenge and giving me nothing. Chaos Creator, sure, this is something I could actually summon. And because they changed it, we don't actually have to do a separate thing for the bonus packs. We can just roll right into Hardleg Chaos Pack 1. Flip it up, see what's inside. Not a whole lot, but I think we want to take another Weathering Soldier because that'll help us with the stuff we've got going. Meteonus Drytron is cool, but it doesn't mention the name of the monster. These are both cool. Yeah, we're just taking another Weathering Soldier.
I am looking a little bit for the common Yang Zings that I have in my pack because, spoiler alert, I think Worms might be the strat for this week. Let's start with Hard Legs. We're going to get Saravius is pretty decent. I think I've got all of the Infinitrax that I really want besides the extra deck ones. Actually, I'm going to take Sue. If I get to do hieratic things, I'll take it.
Chaos Pack 2! Show me that Earth Machine! Well, Metal Cruncher. Metal Cruncher's pretty nice, although I don't have... you can reveal 3 Earth Machines, so just get you an Earth Machine. This also gets me an Earth Machine, and that would be like the 3rd Infinitrack. Yeah, that would be the 3rd Harvester, which is like the starter for the whole thing. Harvester gets Dozer, Dozer brings that in, we've got everything. Alternatively, Kageki would be the 3rd Kageki. That would make our 6 Samurais. We'd have 3 Kageki, 3 Kizan, plus the Shien, and 2 Gateway of the 6. Yeah, I have nowhere else to get Kageki, and they voted for it. Let's take it. Let's see if we can make the 6 Samurais shine.
Hey, there's another gear frame. We love to see those. And an Elder Entity in Tis. That goes really well with the Dogmatica Punishment I just got. How many gear frames do I have? I'm going to take the 3rd gear frame. Just in case. Just in case.
Alright, RJ's pack. Flip them up. What do we got? Nothing as you... I mean, Lightning Vortex is not bad. Lightning Vortex, Agave Dragon is another dragon that might be worth. Lightning Vortex gets us stuff in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll take the Lightning Vortex.
Now it's time for my Chaos packs. Starting off with a Ninja Grandmaster Saizo. That's kind of sick. Telekinetic Power Well is also kind of cool, but I don't think it does anything for us. I'll actually take another Terraforming, for sure. For sure we take another Terraforming.
And the 2nd pack! Instantly just goes down. I don't need that. Oh hey, another Kageki. I could have taken the other one. We just get another Kageki here anyway. Yeah, let's take that. We'll take the Magna Rocket. And with that, we get our collection of things, which we've got to remove some from, because for some reason it opened doubled of a few packs.
And for our last Chaos pack... What was that fusion? Was that a Sheki Naga I just pulled it super rare? Oh. Sheki Naga, you don't say. That's a pretty cool card, but that's also a ninjutsu art of super transformation. Nah, I'm taking Sheki Naga. Of course I'm taking the high rarity Shadal. What would you expect of me?
Alright, we're re-rolling the Soul Fusion. See if we can get anything better. And we did not, really.
Alright, we're gonna start by re-rolling Battle Pack Epic Dawn. Let's see if we can get either a busted DM staple, or if we can get ourselves a copy of Machina Fortress. What do we have? Ring of Destruction doesn't super inspire me.
Alright, re-rolling Mystic Fighters! And, well, it wasn't what we were expecting. But another Dragon Ruler is pretty good. I'm pretty sure we don't have 3 of these. Let's double check. Nope, we have 2. Now we have 3. Getting all the dragon rulers, baby.
We're gonna try for Battle Pack Epic Dawn again.
High speed riders. Can we get a Psy-Frame Gamma? I just want a Gamma. I did not get the Gamma. No, we'll take another Takaton board.
Perhaps this time Battle Pack will give us a Machina Fortress? I'm gonna try one more.
And finally, Dark Saviors, re-rolling this to see if we can get a Sky Striker. Hey, a second Widow Anchor. That is a Sky Striker. I will take a second Widow Anchor. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed.
That's a bunch of banned cards. This is what I get.
Alright, so after sitting down and thinking about it for a while, we've decided to open Dragon Luster, which is kind of the Dragon Maid pack, which we don't have a lot of, but it's also got some pretty good generic dragon support in here, including the Keeper of Dragon Magic, which is kind of critical for our Dark Magician pile, which is something we might go back on today because it's got a nice mix of spells and traps, and being able to fusion summon in it I think will be game-breaking. So we're going to open this up, see what we get, and not a whole lot, but I mean, tiding, this is one of the things we were thinking about, was like, even if we don't necessarily get the stuff we want, there's still some pretty decent stuff in here. And tiding, definitely good. Not only is this a compulse for dragons, for any kinds of dragons, but it's also a normal trap we can activate off of Trap Trick. Okay, pack number 2. We've got Felgrand. If this card is summoned from the graveyard, target a monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it. It gains attack equal to the banished rank or level. It destroys a monster by battle, target a level 7 or higher, a level 7 or 8 dragon, and special summon it. Pretty neat. We've also got Mana Dragon Xenotron, which is again a decent dragon, but also something I might want to play in the Dark Magician build. This is one of those neat tech cards that's almost like, it's always almost playable. If a spell trap you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect and is now either in the graveyard or banished, special summon this, and then set the spell trap that is banished or in your graveyard in the spell trap zone. So it lets you get a free monster while returning something that gets destroyed. Pretty neat, pretty neat. And I believe you can special summon this from the graveyard or hand. So even if we use it as like a fusion summon for like the Dark Magician stuff again, pretty nice. Why is Fury of Kairush there? I do not know. I'm going to take the Xenotron though. I always wanted to try to make this work. Okay, pack number 3. Alright, we got Brotar. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take the Brotar. We're going to be a real bro. Okay, pack number 4. Flip it up! I am having big regrets. Send the top 3. This is the one that we just read that doesn't do anything all that much. We got the Starry Night. I think we just go for Arc Brave. Arc Brave or a second Brotar. Yeah, I think Arc Brave's a 1-up. We'll take the second Brotar. And last pack. Can we get something we really wanted? Well, we got another Fury of the Kairushin. And yeah, with this, I think we just take the changeover. We do have something to search, and if we ever get a Dragon Maid fusion, it might work. But, oh boy. Not a great... Wait, is that only 4? No, we've got all 5. So, yeah, not a great mix. Not what we were looking for. Maybe we should have gone with the other Dragon pack, but that's how the pack crumbles sometimes. Let's go ahead and just add this to our collection and see what we can come up with.
This one's a little bit weird. I'm going to do something a little silly this week. I have a couple of extra deck boss monsters that I want to trot out that I probably won't be able to play in any other format, and my card pool is not particularly excellent in this one. My main advantage comes from things like the Therions and the Dangers, things that are extremely monster heavy and don't really like to play with back row other than what they search. That means that I have to play something that has a lot of monsters that are a little bit more self-sufficient or do more bang for their buck. Enter whatever the hell this is. A few of my boss monsters that are really going to shine in this week are Geomathmech Final Sigma and Blackwing Full Armor Master. 2 cards my deck is very, very capable of producing by way of Gofu and Pinaki. Pinaki's cool because it plus a Mech Knight or a Fenrir can get me into Full Armor Master on turn 1, and then it searches Gofu. There are a lot of things that I can do with this card that basically get me into something plus Gofu during the end phase. If I can survive for the turn, then I get the Gofu next turn. That's why it's helpful for me to have things like A Hero Lives, the Tenyi Spirits that are clogging up right there, and some of the back row that we have to work with. We can make Baguska while we wait for this combo to show up, and once we've got it, it's very, very difficult to out. Hardleg will have to put a monster on the board that can destroy Full Armor or your Final Sigma by battle, at which point we have a million different ways to disrupt it. I've just got to see a couple of the cards to make it. My side deck is really, really going first versus going second dependent. We've got the Kaijus to deal with big boss monsters, some hand traps in case the traps that we have aren't going to cut it. We've got the 1 Celestial in case Hardleg is on Dark Magician again, or a Floodgate deck, and some going second cards to boot. This deck is a little bit weird, but it's very good at putting a couple monsters on the board that are extremely difficult to out, and I'm hoping that's going to be good enough for this week. Next week, I think we have some fun things to play with. Let's see what we can do.
Okie dokie, ladies and non-ladies. I was originally going into this intending to maybe do the Dark Magicians, maybe do some 6 Samurais, but at the end of the day, I think the best thing to try out is this. It is Mathmech, kind of. I mean, I could do the Mathmech combo once. We basically got a setup where any 2 level 4 monsters is going to allow us to go into Alan Bershin. Alan Bershin lets us search Circular, and Circular lets us do a little yoinky sploinky, so we end up with Super Factorial. If we can get Super Factorial off on the first turn, that's going to give us a huge advantage over Robert. If you don't know, this allows us to make Laplacian during his turn. We can send, it's basically Trishula, it's Ixie Trishula. We're going to send 2 cards from the field, 1 from the hand, all to the graveyard, and we're going to get a monster that has an Omni Negate on it, at least for that turn. And if that weren't enough, this combo also searches follow-up for the next turn. So if we're able to stop Robert on the first turn, then next turn we can make something like Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any kind of native out to, unless he's got some sort of new thing he can make with Super Poly, something other than Starving Venom. Or if he plays Kaijus, this is going to be exceptionally difficult to out. And even if he does that, the way this deck is set up is like, if we top deck a Gofu, we just get a free link 3. Gofu plus anything else, free link 4. If we get any 2 level 4 monsters, or if we get a Diameter while we have any Mathmech in the graveyard, that's a rank 4, or a link 2, which can maybe link up into other stuff. We can also make something like Omega, which if we're already taking stuff out of his hand with Duo and Super Factorial, Omega's just going to insult to injury, just get rid of that. And that's the hope. We're basically banking this week on having a very strong first turn play, because that's essentially what ended up happening with Inzectors. Inzectors had a really strong play going first, that was just really consistent to do, and hopefully if we can just shut him down enough on that first turn, then subsequent turns will be fine. Especially because we've got a pretty good suite of things, decent spells like Soul Charge, Monster Reborn, Graceful to get us into our... Basically, all of these are things that we're going to be operating on the first or second turn. If we end up going second, we can hopefully remove all his back row and then do what we want to do, or we can get 2 cards out of his hand, or we can extend with something like one of these 2. And then the rest of the traps are just all things to back up Avramax or Topological Bomber Dragon or whatever else we happen to make. The Compulse, the Imperm, Lost Wind, these 2 in particular are searchable by Trap Trick. And then if that weren't enough, we have Imperial Order to back up everything. There's a chance this screws us over because we've got a whole lot of spells, but most of these, again, are things we're going to fire off on the first turn, and then once we have a boss monster established, being able to turn off all of Robert's traps should be pretty good. As for the side deck, we've got a couple different options. We've got a lot of spell trap removal, both MST, trap stun, anti-spell fragrance, because we know that Robert's going to be playing traps, and he's got a lot of very powerful ones. If he's got those monsters that are going to be difficult to deal with, things that can't be targeted or destroyed, we've got some Storming Mirror Forces, which can also be taken with something like which can also be taken with Trap Trick, is what I meant to say. If he's on a whole bunch of spell trap removal, I finally sided in the Waking the Dragons. If we end up getting blown out because he's just on so many MSTs and everything, we could do this to try to maybe do some head games. And then Called by the Grave, because once he knows we're on this, the one thing that really stops this, that could really shut us down, would be Ghost Bell. He's done that to us several times before, so we want a little something that can stop that. If he's on extra graveyard stuff, we can make Abyss Dweller. We've also got the Appaloosa in here. It's kind of difficult to make with this particular build. We're often locked into Cybers, which Abramax and Topologic are, but this is not. And also, when only half of his deck is monsters, being able to stop all that, not all that strong. But if he happens to have, like, all his spells and traps just search monsters, then maybe we'll put this in. Same thing if you got a bunch of graveyard, we got the Dweller, and this is the target for Waking the Dragon. So, kind of a risky deck, but at this point we've got to take big risks and hopefully get a win. We've got Dark Magicians for, I believe, next time. We've got Dragons coming up. There's a whole bunch of decks that are going to be seeing a bunch of play during the next couple episodes. But this, I think, has the best chance to work this time. And if not, we'll always have the Salty run back.
All right, this is the call.
Yeah,
wow, I am incapable
go.
of winning rock, paper, scissors in this series.
Oh, Robert! Your days are numbered, Robert. I'm going to start off with something we haven't seen here before that's maybe a little fun, maybe a little bit of an asshole. Let's hit with Delinquent Duo.
No! Oh, God. Goodbye, Protoss.
And Protoss. Wow, you're tossing the Protoss. Interesting.
A spoiler, my hand is not particularly good at making Protoss live.
Ah, I see, I see. And then I'm going to activate MathMech Circular and send
what
Sigma.
Are you... Yeah?
Bet you weren't expecting that.
You
got something you could do?
Well, marginally speaking, I'd say.
I see. Let's bring back Sigma.
I'm not certain about this, but this does feel like it's the choke point.
On the diameter?
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Sigma, we could summon it if we have nothing in the extra monster zone. That'll trigger Circular.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
me
one.
To search a spell trap. Don't worry about that.
Oh, hello, Super Factorial.
He's super. Thanks for asking. And
You just found MathMech. You have acquired MathMech.
I've been slowly collecting them. Let's just get rid of those. And what do I want? I already have almost every... Yeah, we'll just take an addition. Then I think all we do is we send these off for Wicked.
Okay.
Look at him dancing around in his little shorts and everything. He's got a big old staff and a hood and a cape and a little bow tie. Just a dapper little dude.
Let's go Gofu.
Ah, and then you get 2 tokens.
True.
Oh, it seems I missed my spot. Well, I guess you get to summon whatever you want then.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot that does a lot into exactly this right now.
Yeah. Super Factorial is a pretty busted card, I must say.
It's a very, very solid one.
Yeah, and very rare. It says a lot that it took me this long to get one. I was so excited I got everything, and now it's sinking in just how much I screwed you, and I'm like, now I feel bad. Robert's such a nice gentleman.
Oh, that's okay.
So
I've had
rude
my
to him.
times.
Okay. This card is destroyed by opponent's card effect. Okay. Let's just go ahead and activate this then. Super Fact. Okay, and I didn't get hit by the Ghost Bell. I was very worried by the Ghost Bell. And yes, I do indeed have a Laplation. Let's go, baby! Send a monster, and then that also triggers Wicked. When a monster's summoned to the zone he points to, you can banish a Cyberse from the graveyard and add a Cyberse tuner from your deck to your hand. Ah! Okay, so I'm not the only one on hand removal.
No, you are not.
I don't feel as bad now. I'm surprised you didn't activate it, though.
I probably needed it for the play I was going to make more than I needed to remove a single card from your hand.
Ah, okay. I see.
Because at this point, I don't think removing that single card from your hand was going to make the difference here. Well, you know.
Okay, that's not compulse. That's good. Yeah, let's see if I can just clean this up here, shall we?
Let's see what you got.
Let's go ahead. Put this here. We've got these two, so let's make an Omega.
Okay.
Grinding on down. Let's go ahead and addition.
All right.
Gonna give myself 1,000 attack.
Yep.
Summon that. We're going to use these two to make Underclock Taker.
Okay.
It was only important because it's an extra deck Cyberse.
And here comes the Avramax.
Yeah. Maximum! And, let's see, 3 plus 38, that's not enough. I did so many things and it's just not enough. Okay, I think I can do this. Let's go ahead, the last card in hand.
Oh.
Monster Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring back the Laplation.
Okay.
And I'm Cyberse locked. So never mind. I'm stupid. Don't pay attention to me. I was never going to win. But I'm getting in for a lot of damage.
All right. I do actually have a card that gets me out of this.
Okay. Let's see what
I
that
just need to draw it and then not get it hit by Omega. Oh, well, that
okay.
takes care of my concerns.
I think it comes back during your standby, right?
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
We're not dead in the water here. We may be dead in the water now. Hold on. We might not be. What does your ass do, Avramax? I know that you're annoying as fuck.
He's big. During battle, it adds attack equal to the opponent's attack, so it honests itself. He's the George Washington of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Too honest.
Here we go. And the card that may get me out of this is A Hero Lives.
Half the life
Summon
points.
Stratos. Use Stratos. I'm gonna get Stratos.
All right.
Why do you have a response window there? I'll activate Stratos again.
Okay.
We'll add a Dusted Gold.
Time to get dusty.
We'll activate a Dusted Gold.
Okie dokie.
Grab the Dark Calling.
And I hear this calling.
Now I'm beginning to realize that I'm not actually sure that that Malicious Bane's effect works the way I think it does here.
I guess we're about to find out.
Let's see. Oh, it is less than or equal to this card. That's true. Okay, let's activate it.
Pop, pop. Yep, that does get rid of it.
You do get the Avramax here, but that's not the worst thing that could happen to me here.
No. And I'm really regretting having used that Monster Reborn now on something that didn't win me the game.
True. Let's go to battle phase. Stratos in. Stratos 2.0.
There's two of them.
Main phase 2. What are we going to summon next? That's a very funny card, but I don't
know
think
exactly
it does
what you're going to summon next. There's only one option, Robert.
I have a feeling that after Plan A failed, Plan B might be the way to go.
Yep.
Your go.
Okay, there are a card that gets me out of that, and... Oh yeah, I forgot I still have Omega.
You do still have Omega.
He's in defense mode, but, you know, he exists. He's there. Let's activate a Graceful Charity of our own.
Oh, good. Okay.
Not great. Not great. I think I have to discard these two.
Oh, yep.
They're not useful here. Let's try this again.
Wait, you've got 2 duos? You have 2 duos now?
I have a duo of duos.
Oh my god. I'm never letting you go first again.
Never again, never again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send those 2. Yep, I think we just have to pass here.
Alright.
Let me into your mind, Robert. Let me take a peek at what your fears are.
My fears are double delinquent duo Avramax.
Well, there you go. You've already faced your fears. What more do you have to fear?
I will set a back row. I will special summon Mech Knight Indigo Eclipse.
I see, I see.
Battle phase.
I will compulse.
Unfortunate. Let's go.
Something in the graveyard you could do? Oh, you could turn it into Vespinato, can't you?
I can turn it into Vespinato, which I considered doing during the main phase, but you probably would have hit me with the compulse anyway. I'll let you go here.
Okay. Ooh, that's a decent one. Alright. Let us normal the diameter.
That is a decent one.
Yes. It is very good. I like it. Diameter is my friend, and you can't tell me otherwise. And I know that back row can't be used, so... oh, and it's special summons. If I destroy Vespinato. Okay. Fortunately, I have a way to deal with that. You know him. You love him. Castell, the Sky-Blasting Musketeer. Alright, that was way tighter than it had any right to be, but I've survived. And go in, Castell, you earned it. We got ourselves one win. Now, unfortunately, you know about all my tricks, you've seen everything this deck can do, and I'm pretty sure you've got some side deck cards that can handle it.
Oh, I do have some side deck cards.
Also, I'm just realizing, I'm not sure if we didn't mention it during the intro or in the duel. Maybe we mentioned it during the pack opening section, but today's Chaos rule. We're doing what's called KONAMI ratios, which is from an old like KONAMI tip card, which was like, you should have 20 monsters, 10 spells, 10 traps. Also known as 20-10-10 format. Not to be confused with 2010 format, which is different.
And I'm going to shock you by going first this time.
You sure? You sure you want to go first?
I'm fairly sure.
I don't have Delinquent Duo in my hand.
Let's do something you've seen me do before. I'm going to summon Tenyi Spirit Nahata.
Nah. Hata.
And I will normal summon Stratos.
I remember
Activate Stratos. We'll add another Stratos.
Of course.
And then the greatest end board of all time that has yet to actually win me a game, by the way. I feel like Baguska has never actually succeeded in keeping you from playing the game, but I'm kind of hoping that this time not being able to activate monster effects on the field will help me.
Possibly. Set a card.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And I'll set a card.
Okay.
And your move, salesman.
All right, draw for turn. Detach Stratos here. What do we want to do with our time? Normal summon Stratos.
I am familiar with this
Activate
man.
Stratos. I'll add a Dusted Gold this time.
Surprising.
Why do you have activation trigger wound? Anyway, let's go a dusted gold.
All right. Things
We'll
are
go
getting
dark calling.
dusty once again.
That's what I do, Hardleg Joe. I'm gonna set a back row. And it's time to get moving.
Move man cometh.
Have I ever told you that I like to move it, Hardleg Joe?
You may have mentioned this from time to time.
All right, let's go yellow star from hand.
Another one!
That is true. I do have multiples of them. Let me see. That's a funny thing that I can do under these circumstances. Is it a good thing, given that there's a decent chance you're just sitting on a compulsory evacuation device waiting to end my life? Probably not.
I love how everything we do in this is just centered around, like, this is a good monster, but compulse exists at 3.
Real. Okay, I think that I have to try and go all in on this. I'm going to activate Dark Calling here.
Ah, I thought the Dark Calling was the thing in your hand. No, you had said it.
Nope, it is, in fact, the second Mech Knight Morning Star or Yellow Star in my hand. All right. Now, this, of course, all loses extremely hard to 1 copy of Storming Mirror Force. But save for that, I think I'm in okay shape here.
Storming
Let's get
Mirror
in with
Force
Stratos.
Would be pretty cool.
Oh, no! Oh, all of my plans dashed by a single 2,000 defense monster.
He's got a big booty. Okay. Yep, we're gonna do that.
All right.
That is fine.
Okay.
I will be taking a lot of damage. That's what, 2,100, and then we've got 3,000.
Yep, if I had attacked in a different order, this would all worked out.
Not quite.
No. That's fine.
We're just gonna lose your wind here.
Main phase 2. Got 2,000 life points left.
It's not very many.
I think the plan here is just to let you play.
Just let him play.
I don't think there's anything that I could summon there that would keep you from playing the game sufficiently under.
Hello there.
There's a... God fucking damn it. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's not a solemn warning this time.
God, I wish. Okay, so you're just going to be able to do math mech things after this.
Probably. It's a good assumption.
I think I have to Canadia the Gofu because otherwise you're just going to be able to Nightmare Phoenix away my Canadia.
That does actually hurt my calculus.
Good. I need it.
Good. Oh, wait.
Never mind.
1 second. No, that's effect monsters. Gosh darn it.
Hell yeah. Now it's my turn to go through the roller coaster of emotions.
Just sitting here, I'm like, there's gotta be a better way. And all roads lead to maybe.
It could be.
Could be. Let me think. Okay, I'm just gonna have to start doing stuff and hope I don't fuck it up.
Hello, Link Karibo. This card, more than
Karibo.
anything else, I feel like has been a major advantage in your card pool.
Yeah.
There are so many more things you can do with your tokens because you have Link Karibo than I am capable of doing with mine.
The shadow.
Yep, here we go.
There we go. Let's just go ahead into my good friend Alan. Perhaps you've met him.
We have encountered each other, correct?
Let's get the circle.
Okay, there he is.
Activate the circle. We'll send, I don't know, subtraction doesn't matter. Okay, I think I can do this.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. We're going to use these 3 to make Power Code Talker.
Power Code Talker is a dude.
I'm going to use his effect. Your effect is negated. No moving for you.
Okay.
Then... I just realized I fucked up. But that's fine. I think I still got this. Then we're going to...
Got this through 7,800.
We're going to special summon Topologic Bomber Dragon.
Oh, I forgot that you have this fucker.
And then Monster Reborn on the multiplication. That'll summon it in this zone, which will wipe all the stuff, which will trigger multiplication, doubling his attack to 6,000. I will attack for 6,000. And then he will deal burn damage equal to your attack. Which is not game because Baguska couldn't be destroyed. But,
All right.
you know, we did some stuff. We cleared the whole board. Go Topological Bomber.
No! It had to be this top deck. God, the solemn warning couldn't have showed up any sooner for me. It had to be all of my mech knights, and then I top deck the solemn warning. Oh, you've got it, Hardleg, Joe.
Oh, another Chaos Coin! I was worried I'd never see you again!
Holy shit. I have no idea what to ban from your pool. You have so much flexibility in the extra deck in a way I just do not possess.
Which is weird because, like, 5 episodes ago, it was this. I was saying the same thing for you. It was like, everything you have goes into access code. And now I've got,
But it was only access code.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Now I've somehow... See, that's the thing, too, is I've had Bomber for a while, but making it is just so difficult, and it doesn't do a whole lot unless you could do exactly something like that and just clear the whole board with it.
That was just the tool.
Just the 2.
Let's do a game 3. Let's see if I can actually do what my deck does this time.
Gotcha.
I'll just go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, good.
Maybe this should
my
give
deck
you an
is...
idea of what to ban.
This deck, my deck really just cannot give me the remainder of my deck. It's really determined to give me exactly this portion of my deck.
So obviously I haven't seen your deck profile at this point. What was the theory going into this? Is it really just like the best stuff you have in a pile?
You will see.
Oh, okay.
So I had the worm stuff, but the worm stuff just didn't accomplish that much with what I have.
Some good hits.
Yes, they were.
Also, not to interrupt your explanation, but I think I have an idea of what you might want to consider banning.
This motherfucker.
This fucker
yeah,
is...
I've gotta use my fucking thing here.
And maybe it's... Oh, granted, you have a Ra 10 now, too. The fact that this guy can just make, like, a Ra 10, or I got Power Code Talker, which is just 3 monsters. And
You want to know something wild?
Sure.
My Gofu is searchable. My Gofu is searchable, and you have resolved it twice, and I have not seen it at all. I have 6 copies of Gofu in my deck.
It's almost exactly like with access code. Like, you can consistently get it out. I had 2 of them, and that guy that lets him double attack, and just never could make it work. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I can still do stuff.
Okay.
I got Balancer Lord. He's got a sword.
And he's got a second normal summon to him.
Yep. It's your good friend.
Multiplication. It could be worse.
Yeah.
Unless you're just sandbagging a circular in your hand.
No. Although it doesn't matter because...
because you have Alan Version.
If you're afraid of the math mech portion of it, then probably Alan Bershin is the way to go, because he's any 2 level 4s allow me to get this and then just get 2 more monsters on the field.
It's also tough because you've got 3 Graceful Charity over my 2, and you've got the double Delinquent duo, and it's really just it's just
the fact that
trouble.
I've been holding on to all these things. You haven't gotten any bans.
That's true. Yeah, the real problem is I've just been winning too much.
You're just too good. What can I say? Yeah, we go for this. Hello.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only, like, rank 4 Ixie I have, which allows me to maintain the Sigma. Yeah, we'll just go in.
Alright.
I mean, Light Dragon, this is another one of those things where, like, if this card was released in... Oh, I can only attack with one monster.
Hell yeah.
I always forget Circular has the weirdest, like, restriction, right? I don't think there's any other monster in the game that's like, okay, you can special summon this, but you're only allowed to attack with one guy. Let's go for this dude.
Here's the Wicked.
Yep.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just like the first duel. Okay.
It's the first duel all over. You've been Delinquent Duo'd and Super Factorialed.
Okay.
Then I end on Wicked Pass.
Let's go Mapura.
Alright. Oh, there is a dragon there. I always thought this was just a volcano. I never saw the dude there before. Another Stratos.
Alright, let's add this guy. Hey, here's a card I have.
Oh, okay. I thought Baguska was coming down again.
No, I mean, Baguska would not do me very much good into this field. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know what this actually does. I think it just takes a card out of your hand. Do I even get to resolve it?
That's a good question. I think you can... Oh, because it is just a wipe. We'll find out, I suppose. Oh, shit, I forgot about that effect.
Yeah, Wicked stops stuff from being destroyed. Oh, wait, no.
I had to destroy that.
Cyberse monsters this card points to can't be destroyed.
Yeah. Alright, I really need you to not hit a particular thing.
And sure, we'll use multiplication to double Wicked's attack.
Excellent.
He's a powerful boy. Sure. About. Okay.
Oh, this is... That doesn't do anything! Well, activate it anyway.
Again! And Wicked's just like, no.
Oh, God! God could not have any mercy on me this time? Oh, God.
Just the way he's pointing, too, he's like, no. Get out of here, old man. You're not allowed to. What was the other card in your head? Out of curiosity.
Confiscation. I feel like I need to ban Graceful Charity because it's just so bad for the game, and you do have 3 of it, which means that you... oh my... Of course, I have once again drawn the capability to do Baguska Pass. My deck is really unrivaled at doing the main thing that it was meant to do. I've never seen a Blackwing deck more capable of summoning Blackwings in my life.
Too many heroes and spirals in your Blackwing deck. What can I say?
I guess. I mean, this see does actually have a chance at stopping you from doing things, so that's good. Let's see if we actually get to see me play the game this time around. It's really tough. So you do have the 3 Graceful Charity, and you have a much greater capability to take advantage of it than I do through things like Lost Wind.
Yeah.
But you also have things like Avramax, Topologic Bomber Dragon, the entire Math Mech line. Is really interesting. I am going to have to put some serious consideration into what I ban this week.
I was sitting here like, I can Baguska too, and then we'll have 2 Baguskas staring at each other. But I forgot that subtraction locks you into Cyberse.
True.
And all my Cyberse would be negated, except for the links, of which I don't have any good link 2s. And I can't extend further, so... Yeah, I guess we're just ending on this buddy.
All right.
He's a light dragon. You know, what can I say?
True.
You get what you want on the tin.
Never seen someone more light or more a dragon.
Yeah. Attribute light? Oh, wait, but his type is... I was like, his type is actually No, it's Cybers. That's why I can make it.
That's true. I suppose it is not more of a dragon.
No. More like light Cybers rank 4 Adignister.
I will end my turn. My deck is truly unparalleled at doing its main game.
To be fair, there was like a 60% chance that I would be on doing the exact same thing. My deck is just all rank 4s to make the math mech stuff, and I've only got the one Alan version. So if you like imperm that or something, my entire strategy is Baguska stall until I can get some links on.
That is a fair point. I should have been more studied on the math mech matchup. This is what I get for not playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! These days. Yeah, sure.
Yay! Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Check it out. The most sinister person. Tin goldfish.
It's so tin. It's such a goldfish. That's fine.
I'm going to get solemn warning for my life savings.
Not quite. That's fine.
Gonna hit me with torrential tribute, even though that's banned.
Hitting you with the sandbagging you with the hot needle ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's generic.
Yeah. I said any 2 level 4s makes Alan version.
I could have stopped this from happening.
But you can't stop it now? What do you have
I mean, I can put it back.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Begun the Compulse Wars have. Circular. Trick Clown? Sure. I like free level 4s.
That's fine.
He's tricky. I just can't believe, I think the last season I had like 3 Trick Clown by now, and I just have not pulled another Trick Clown this entire time.
I think this is the place to do this. Send away your circular. There's also the world where you just already have the super factorial in your back row, in which case, like, you know, we were always destined to die.
No, I do not have the super factorial. But, okay, Alan version. Oh, I could, wow. Tribute any monster. But it came back.
This is, I did not realize, I just needed to read MathMex today before going into this duel.
To be fair, I didn't know they could do that either. I've been, like, struggling to try to learn these. All I know is this combo, like, Circular send Sigma, Sigma summon back, make an Ixie monster so that Sigma doesn't go to the graveyard.
Oh, making the Laplacian now.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Just get rid of that.
God damn. Your sniping capability is unparalleled.
Yep. They call me, what do they call me? They call me Coheed and Cambria. Get the reference? No?
I don't.
Any kids
no, I
in
don't.
the chat? They had that song where it's like, good eye, sniper, will I shoot and you run? Pretty good song.
Oh.
They're pretty good
That's
band.
This is kind of okay.
Okay.
Let's go for a Hero Lives here.
I'm sitting here like, ha, you fool, my super factorial. Then I look at my graveyard to make sure I have 3 math mechs to use, and notice both of my math mech Ixies. Like, oh, why did I search that? That was dumb of me.
It's a great question.
To be fair,
let's
I've
take
already
Dusted
won a
Bolt.
couple of games, so, you know.
Fair point.
It's fine.
Let's... Ooh, can I do that? I think I can. You have 4 Yeah, I think that does what I want it to.
4.
Let's normal summon a dusted gold.
Ah! Just going
Yeah.
into Exciton again.
Just making the dude.
Things are getting exciting over here.
All right, let's activate its effect.
Okay. Well, might as well.
Well, you know.
Wicked remains.
And then you don't take battle damage? Is that what this does? Takes no
no.
further damage this turn. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about Exciton.
I am going to set a back row, and let's go for Morningstar. Yellow's the other star, the star guy.
Gotcha.
Battle phase.
Starman. David Bowie in his prime.
Wait, it just can't be destroyed?
Yeah. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. God, I am getting destroyed by the text box today.
He's just being a wicked man. What can he say? Wicked pass.
Can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, huh?
Yep. He's just kind of there.
I'm just staring at it. I suppose I could have dealt damage.
I do take damage now, I should say. Not sure if you realize that. There we go.
All right. I have no response during the end phase. I will, however, take Wicked.
Rude, but okay.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
So this is what it feels like to be Robert staring down a wicked kid.
True. That is exactly it. Okay, let's make a Link 3 out of this.
Hey!
We'll go for Nightmare Unicorn.
It's a unicorn.
We'll use it. I don't have any use for this Mapura.
I don't want to draw this again. And this way, if your back row is like Call of the Haunted or something, you can't use it.
Well.
Was your back row exactly Call of the Haunted?
No, but it would have been useful there.
Ah, okay. Ah, neat. Okay, so now that Wicked is dead, let's just get a bird down here.
All right. Okay.
Big bird.
All right.
Every time, all the time. There we go. It's my big boy.
There it is.
Big boy Punchman.
That's his name.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we attack. And then I discard
That's rough.
World Lance of Heavenly Lances, and that's game. Because that's honest for Link monsters. Don't at me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Okay. I'm very, very glad that you didn't hit my back row. I don't know what I would have done otherwise.
Cried. Lived the life of
Probably. I'm surprised that I haven't done that already this game. Let's activate Bane.
No!
All right, battle phase.
Rotten! And I hear this calling.
All right. Your go.
Back row, what do you know? Oh, hey, perfect. Just in time. I meant that literally this time.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, god damn it. Now you can just cast out.
Everything is a Link 4! I could Castell, Robert, but instead I will do something funnier. Behold!
Oh!
His
big.
rebellion is dark. You may be big, but he is bigger.
That is a very large Xyz monster.
Yeah, I think I just had the advantage here.
I got donked by so many things that are bannably strong. Circular is an obvious one here. So is super factorial. So is the multiple giant trunades, the 3 graceful charities, the double delinquent duo.
I'll let you know
There is a lot to consider
I
here.
have 2 giant trunades, exactly.
That is more than I have.
You have 1, don't
wow.
you?
I do have 1. That's
Okay.
the other thing. Is like giant trunade and graceful charity are hard for me to ban because I do have 2 of them.
Do you need another week? Should we wait until next time?
We may need to wait until next time. There's
All
a lot
right.
for me to consider
You'll
this
have to
time
tune
round.
in next time to find out what was banned. Until then, make sure you like the video if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. The show comes out every week. I probably should have been mentioning that from the start, but we gotta try to get more views on these. It's a really fun series. I enjoy playing it. Hopefully you enjoy it too, Mr. Robert.
I do.
Yeah.
This is actually my favorite thing. I genuinely think Chaos Draft is the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Was meant to be played.
It's so fun. It's one of those things where it's like, even if it's not profitable, I still want to play it. I just love this series. Even when I lose, it's worth it for the wins. So tune in next time to see if I keep up more wins. We'll have another Chaos Rule and another ban. And until then, good luck.
And have fun.
Hey there, folks. Thanks for watching the show. You know, content like this takes a lot of time and effort to produce, and it wouldn't be possible without the financial support of over 300 awesome patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to join them, there's a link down below. You could join up for as low as $1 a month, and any amount you could toss my way would really be appreciated. That being said, I'd like to give special thanks for those who went the extra mile and donated $25 or more last month. Their names are Davon Crushin, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Austin Glover, Chris W, Elance, ya boy Slurp, Matt, Muntry, Barbarians Are Us, Choppy Rice, Chris Kessler, Default Titan 97, Dancing Joker, Emperor Lelouch, Inge Magnus, Jeff M, JJ Squirtle, MBT Yu-Gi-Oh, Nathan, Gnaw Dog the Razor, NK7, Quintingent, Sanguine Strawberry, Spooky, Tengen Tapa Bob Ross, Tristan Marlowe, and Viscount Billy Esquire. Thanks once again for everything, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.